Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys back with another figure review, and I'm sure as you all guessed it, because as long as I upload everything correct, his tag team partner came before. It's the Unmatched Series 2 Ortiz, and all I can say is what a great figure from the outside. Santana looked really good in his box too, but we're not on the Santana, we're on the Ortiz, and sure, as you can see, I've got the old Ortiz lying in wait over there so he can pop in later for a action figure comparison. We talked about the Wave in Santana's review, so I'm not going to talk much about the Wave this is in because it's the same exact one. And on that note, why don't I get this figure ready, bust out Old Reliable, and get this figure open, and we can check out the alternative head sculpt and the rest of the accessories and everything in between. We shall be back. Alrighty, now that we've got the accessories out of the box, let me try to get one of these gloves up because they're pretty much the same, just meant to match each other as they both have eyes on each glove. It's a really nice design. Definitely excited to see what they look like on the figure, as I don't really tend to use those hands as much, but I don't know, I could see myself using them a little bit more with that Ortiz compared to that one, but we'll get into why. This head sculpt, I I don't know what to say about it. It definitely looks great though. I think it looks pretty much spot on to Ortiz. All of his head sculpts have looked pretty good too, I think, except for this one, which it's still it's still good. I still like it. It's just the screaming expression just kind of looks a little goofy. At least in my opinion, he kind of looks like he's trying to ho like fucking yeah, like Hacksaw's Jim Duggan. Didn't mean to say the F word there, but yeah, it's whatever. At this rate, it's already been dropped. One thing I am excited to get into, now that we've gotten the accessories out of the way, he's got a little bit of plastic wrap, but I'm gonna worry about that later. The bottom halves are a completely different like mold compared to these bottom halves. And with the tops, you can see a little bit of his tattoo detail underneath the sleeves, but with this one, you get full tattoo detail because he's not wearing sleeves. And then on top of that, you get to see his chest tattoo because he's not wearing a t-shirt. And his tattoos are really cool looking and stuff too. Oh, I just noticed there's a little smudge on the back of mine, but that's not the worst thing I've seen on a AEW figure so far this year. So getting into other comparisons though, the head sculpts that come with these figures, I feel like this one's definitely got better head sculpts with them. I don't know, I like if you're looking to get inner circle-esque figures, this Santana and the Ortiz that goes with this, yeah, this Ortiz and the Santana that goes with this, I guess would be your like go-to. But the reason why I got this was because this is in more of a like normal, proud and powerful attire. There's nothing that on here, at least that I can see, that links these to Chris Jericho or the inner circle or anything like that in any way, shape, and form. So that's why I really dig these new figures over here that I just got. Because, as I mentioned, I got the Santana. If you watched the unboxing video, you'd know. But if you didn't, that's cool. Maybe those aren't your kind of videos. I still make them for the people who do enjoy them, though. And thank you guys for watching it. I saw I already got like 5 views on that. So for just uploading it at like 12 something, that's pretty nice to see. Anyway, honestly, there's not really much to say. I can definitely say I like this one better than this one. Not that this one ain't got its uses, but I think I might be doing something with the Santana. Anyways, getting into this figure. Obviously, he's not going to be able to look up high or look down too far. I mean, he can look down quite a decent bit, but because of the long hair, he can't look up too high without taking the head sculpt off. Oh, Jesus. Butterfingers. I just almost lost my whole phone. Anyway, he's got pretty nice ab crunch for having the molded top over the torso. That doesn't really hinder articulation too much, as you can see. Just means he definitely ain't gonna be having any wrist swivel because of that, though. But he does have upper bicep cut, which means his bicep can rotate. He's got the joint in his arm, which is a little bit stiffer than the other figure, but as long as the tattoo doesn't get ruined, I don't really mind. And obviously the arm can go 360. I never show it, so I'm not going to here. Double bend in the arm. Of course, he's got a bend in the wrist along with wrist rotation. He's got a decent kick forward. He's got really good split mobility. Upper thigh cut. It's a little stiff, but hey, rather have it that way than no way. Double bend in the knee. And because he's got jeans, I don't think he has a lower thigh cut. Yeah, no, he doesn't, but his ankle still does pivot and it does bend. I know I didn't just get that on camera, but the shoes are kind of hard to mess around with, so. But as far as the attire itself goes, and just seeing the little details, like seeing Ortiz and Proud and Powerful written on the straps of the overalls, and seeing the different colored flag, and also on a different side too, technically. Or, I don't know if you would call that a flag necessarily, but that's more like a camo bandana. And the tealish blue color headband that he has also just adds a nice touch, because you've got Santana who's wearing gold and the orange and camo, and then he's got a little bit of teal instead, and it just shows like the difference between him and Santana. Like, you've got little small things that make them them. Whether it was meant to be that way, I'm taking it that way. So, bam. Anyway, what would I rate this figure? Honestly, I think we're putting him into the same ballpark as Santana. We'll give him a good solid 8.5, 4.5 out of 5 stars, 8.5 out of 10 points, whatever you would want to call it. Definitely a very toyetic figure. Definitely a fun figure to pose around with. A little stiff, but I really dig the new mold. I dig the fact that they went out of their way to put so much detail into this figure. And yeah, besides the little scuff mark on the back, there's nothing really wrong with this figure except for maybe we could have gotten an extra set of hands or something like that. I don't know. It's not like they've won the tag belt, so can't expect that. But before I ramble too much, like the video if you liked the video. If you didn't, that's cool too. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for any future content. And speaking of future content, here and there I will tend to either upload posts to Twitter and Instagram saying when I did make a post to YouTube or when I plan on making a post to YouTube. I haven't done it all the time recently, but at the same time, I've been very busy with work and I've been very busy with trying to get stuff all set up for the holidays and stuff like that. But if you guys are going to enjoy the reviews I've got set up for the new year and the few that I've posted over the past couple of days, as long as you guys enjoy the content, that's all that matters. But before I ramble on some more, Twitter and Instagram links will be in the description below. And on that note, I think we're all set and done here. Peace, you guys.